TripAdvisor has reached a milestone. You guys aren't going to believe this. 1 billion reviews. They marked the occasion by revealing some of their most reviewed locations. For example, the most reviewed hotel is the Luxor in Las Vegas.
That's so random.
I know. I could not believe that when I saw that. They have 48,000 reviews. And the most reviewed attraction is this famous
Basilica.
Thank you. In Spain with nearly 53,000 reviews, but it also revealed some famous landmarks that got some pretty underwhelming reviews. For example, one person did not like the Empire State Building, saying, quote, building is too tall. I felt sick as heights aren't my favorite thing. This person was not impressed with San Francisco's Golden Gate Bridge, writing, quote, first off, it is not golden in any way. It's an ugly brown color. The person didn't like Stonehenge in England, saying, quote, why people come from all over the world to see a pile of stones I will never understand. And the Grand Canyon wasn't so grand for this reviewer, who called it an overblown sandy ditch. Okay, so Erica, is there ever a location that you were visiting that you were like, okay, this is so underwhelming?
I don't even want to say. Are we going to show? We can't show the picture.
Why?
No, we can't.
Yes, you can.
I don't want, because I feel bad.
Erica.
Oh my God.
Too late.
Do it.
Cameras are on.
I went to this immersive experience.
Oh, the Van Gogh.
And I was like, what is this? And my husband paid like $200 for us to get into this.
Did they give you something?
I like that. It was so expensive, and it was just like lights on the wall, and I was expecting something to like happen, and it never did. And I was just, I'm so sorry.
I
know
would not be
people,
feeling that.
Dude,
No, I feel you on that.
I felt like you needed to be under like the influence of something to be there.
Right.
I know Erica's so good. I just see her facial expressions and just her eyes, like looking like, what is this? But then like a wink, like I love you.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like,
okay.
hey, thanks for bringing me here.
Thanks for paying.
But I got the first. Look at the first message. The first message is, what is going on here? Look.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Okay.
And then, but I love you.
There it is. Yeah, love you.
What about you? You've traveled all over. Was there ever a destination that you could not wait to see and you were like,
I have an appreciation for everything like that. I love all that, but I gotta be honest with you. I thought the glitz and glamour of Hollywood would be completely different. And when I got there, when you're on Hollywood Boulevard, it's not what you think, and there's a lot of graffiti and homelessness, and it's not Beverly Hills per se, if you walk around there, but it's like, that's actually a nice picture. I sent in a different picture, probably copyright, so I couldn't use it, but it's not what you think. And when I got there, I was like, this is Hollywood?
Yeah, that's
so
Hollywood,
true.
It's a rough one.
What about
Especially
you?
like anything when it gets dark, you're like, oh, I need to get to my car. For me, and this is going to sound weird, it's going to sound a little old school, I don't like Vegas now.
what? Let's go to old Vegas.
Look, Vegas used to be for dirtbags. It did. People that gambled, people that like to throw some money down, drink too much, chain smoke in front. Look, these are things human beings like doing. And then the Hangover came, and now we got every male friend group trying to recreate the Hangover. And now
the movie.
Yes, and now it's like some family affair. I don't want that. You go to Vegas to destroy yourself for 3 days and come back a new person. That's the old school Vegas, and I miss places like that. I told you, and I talked to your husband about this, we're going to start going to Reno. I don't want the glitz. I don't want your shows. I don't want your A-list celebs having their residencies. I want Vegas.
You want seedy.
I want smoking, even though I don't smoke. I want drinking, even though I don't drink. I want the looseness. I don't like this sanitized, grown-up Disney World Vegas. I hate it. Sorry.
What about you, Sam?
Vegas off his chest.
Now.
We traveled, so we went to Paris, loved Paris, but then we wanted to go to Moulin Rouge. So we traveled, we took like 2 trains because it's like way on the other side of Paris. It took us forever to get there. And it's very underwhelming. Like literally it's in the middle of the busiest street. Look at the bike rider. Look at, like, Like, you literally can't even get near it because the sidewalk is so crowded with people. So you have to be in the middle of the street to get a picture of it. It's sandwiched in between like apartment buildings and pawn shops. It's not the Moulin Rouge I thought it would be.
Right.
Like glamorous, but also seedy. Like, I don't mind it, the grittiness of it. That's what I wanted. It was just overrun by cars, people on bikes, tourists. It was and it's short. That windmill is not grand and gorgeous like you see in Moulin Rouge, the movie.
Right.
It's small.
Did you go to the pawn shop though?
No.
Why?
I couldn't cross the street. I didn't get any closer to that picture that you see right there. If you look at the picture again, it's impossible to get in front of the Moulin Rouge because it's cars everywhere.
I think you buried the lead. I think that the lead was in the pawn shop next to Moulin Rouge. Can you imagine what was in there?
What do you think's in there?
Amazing things.
I don't know about that, Erica.
I think it's probably tourist watches and luggage.
Why did the guy in the car and on the bike like pose for your photo?
Let me see.
They both were like looking at the camera.
Are they?
With all that
And
going
when was
on.
that photo taken?
Look at the guy in the camera.
I think
the guy in the bike
the
is in.
Beatles are crossing the street behind her. Look how old that photo.
No.
When did you take that?
It's called a filter.
Okay.
That's a
On a
filter.
disposable camera?
No, remember.
That was a Kodak.
No,
picture.
it's a filter. I still have it on my phone. It's a specific filter called, hold on, everybody, Hipstamatic. Hipstamatic.
So you tried to oof it up a little bit?
First of all, how does that? You just yelled an app at us. That doesn't mean that you used it.
That's a Hipstamatic photo.